Fine Feathered Friend is quite cute. This is a 1942 Tom and Jerry cartoon directed by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera, and I haven't seen a Hanna-Barbera Tom and Jerry in so long because I'd watched most of them. I thought I'd watched them all actually, and then I moved on to the Gene Deitch and the Chuck Jones one, so it's quite nice to go back to Hanna-Barbera, and you can definitely tell the difference. This one is set in a barn. Tom and Jerry, of course, are doing their usual antics, and we have this very large hen who definitely has it in for Tom and makes things difficult for Tom, which is fine, it's interesting, I like it, but I do not like the meowling that Tom does. It's the sound of a pained cat, and being a big cat person, it made me feel for Tom, which is unusual. Most of the time I side with Jerry, but it definitely made me feel for Tom. What surprised me was how effectively they used this barn space, because most of it's set in this barn and kind of the immediate surrounding area. And obviously, there's not that much to interact with. There's the hay, there's a pitchfork, but actually, they managed to sustain my interest and utilize the space really effectively. And I feel like it was engaging all the way through. The character of the hen, definitely larger than I would have expected, but she works quite well. Um, She's definitely maternal and protecting of her babies. It gets very cute at one point. There's a bit with Jerry dancing, holding some feathers, which I thought was rather adorable. And I really liked it. It's not the most unique Tom and Jerry cartoon, at least, after having seen many of them. This kind of farmyard, barnyard setting is pretty common, but I'd say this is one of the better of the ones that I've seen because of how effectively it uses the space. Aside from the meowling noises Tom made, there's nothing about it that I didn't like. There's nothing where I thought, well, I'd wish they'd done that differently, or I would have liked to have seen this. It's definitely not my favourite. Something I've mentioned before, and I'm sure I'll say it again, I tend to prefer the Tom and Jerry cartoons that are set indoors in the house. Don't know why exactly. Maybe it's because they have more props to play with, but just generally those are the ones that appeal to me more. Nevertheless, Fine Feathered Friend is one that I did enjoy and certainly recommend.